There, Jane Bradley with smartspider.net and our very special guest today, Smart Spider member, Catherine Carnell. Good morning, Catherine, better known as Kat. How are you today?
Good. Thanks for having me here.
Oh, well, we're delighted. You have such a fascinating personal story, and you do so much good for your clients that I am personally delighted to share all this good news with our watchers, listeners, and readers. So, Catherine, you have an interesting background. What did you do directly after high school?
Okay. So I was in Japan during high school, and I moved to the United States in 2006. And I spent a year in Denver and joined the military for about 6 years.
Oh, Catherine, that was wonderful. Thank you for your service. We are always so grateful for those of you who made a choice to serve. After you got out of the service, I'm sure you had a few jobs and did a few things, but then you made a monumental decision to become a certified medical massage therapist. What factors entered into that decision?
So we've all been in a dark place at some point in our lives. And that was essentially I wanted to help people who's been there. And I know that having somebody understand what it is like to be in a dark place to help you is the best way to go about it. Because you feel the connection, you feel safe, you know. So I decided I wanted to become a psychologist at first, which I realized would take a lot longer than I wanted it to. And
Exactly.
yeah, so I started looking around for an alternative route that didn't involve medications. And massage therapy, when I found it, I thought that was the perfect place to start. So that was my main reason in getting into it.
That's wonderful, Catherine. Because you and I are friends, I know you have a wonderfully nationally recognized aunt. Could you tell our viewers a little bit about this heritage, this rich heritage you
Absolutely.
share?
So my great aunt, she is well, let me talk about my family in Taiwan first. My mom's side of the family, they are the Aborigines of Taiwan, the first settlers in Taiwan. And so they have traditions and that um the city folk considered to be savages back in the day. One of their traditions is to have a facial tattoo that essentially told the tribes that they are an adult, and it's also a rite of passage over the rainbow. With that said, my great aunt, she was the very last person in her tribe or all tribes in Taiwan to have this facial tattoo. And so the government, after they had apologized to all the tribes in Taiwan for their treatment, had made her into um, a national treasure.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, she was an amazing person. She passed in 2019.
I would encourage any of our listeners to stop by, have a wonderful massage with Catherine. She has a great photograph, huge blown up photograph of her aunt in the waiting room in her office.
Yes.
And it's something that everybody should want to see. So, Catherine, you are a certified medical massage therapist. Uh, why is that different than, the signs we see driving down the street that say 15 minutes for $25?
Yes. So being trained in medical massage essentially gives me the training to be able to work with any diagnosis or most diagnosis. So if you've gone to the doctor and you've been diagnosed with what anything from a mental disorder to a physical disorder, I'll be able to help that.
How long did it take you to get this certification?
4 months right after I got my license as a massage therapist. I took 4 months.
So then you had to do an internship, and it wasn't just something.
Absolutely. I
Yes.
had to do an internship with the school and did my clinicals for the 4 months I was in.
And how long was the training itself before the internship?
To get the license, that was a
Yes.
6 month ordeal.
So
So it
you
took me
had,
almost a year to get to, yeah,
yeah,
to start.
you extensively trained to live your dream.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. Some people have a dream and they think, oh, well, I'll hang a shingle on my door and start tomorrow. And
Absolutely.
in your particular profession, it did not work that way. You had a dream and you had to prepare and
Absolutely.
serve an internship. So that's the big difference. I know, Catherine, in your practice, give us your location. It's such a great location. It's so central
Yes.
in Albuquerque and easy to get
Yes.
to.
Yes, it is. So it's really close to Coronado Mall. It's only 2 blocks north from Coronado Mall on San Pedro. I used to be a little farther up east and a tad south. And it was a perfect place to start, but I was still not centrally located. So this place was definitely a huge step forward to be able to
And the address is?
2727 San Pedro Drive.
And the name of your wonderful business?
Is Chi Massage Therapy. But the website is chimedicalmassage.com.
So our viewers at the end of this program will see a screen or a tile with all your contact information. But I wanted to make certain that they know how easy it is to get to you if they have a need, or if they just want to feel better. Catherine, you don't just do medical massage in your practice. You have other things you do too. Tell us about your latest addition to your practice.
So I added a new service during the pandemic, as a matter of fact. So I've been really talking more about it lately now that we're starting to open up a little bit. But I have an infrared sauna that fits 2 people. And it's a humongous difference between a traditional sauna and an infrared sauna, because the traditional sauna heats up the room, which your body has to get acclimated to the room. The infrared is an imitation of the sun rays without the UV light. And the UV light's what gives you the sunburn as well as the vitamin D. The infrared portion warms you up from the inside. So there's the near, middle, and far infrared wavelengths, and each one of them penetrates through your skin. The near is right at the skin, the middle farther in, and the far will go all the way through into your bones. So because of how far it penetrates through, the quicker you warm up and the quicker the healing process begins.
What does this typically help? Pain or
It helps.
attitude or weight? Everybody wants to lose 10 pounds after the pandemic.
Yes. So it helps a multitude of several things. It's detox, weight loss, skin health, joint health, as well as muscle recovery and muscle health. And a couple of other things I can't think of right now. But The detox and the weight loss, like my husband, he used it for about for a full month every single day. And during that month, he lost 10 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the interest of total disclosure, Catherine has a beautiful husband who's also very, very tall and is a physical fitness person and did not need to lose 10 pounds. That was not an easy 10 pounds because I've never seen him, Josh, when he was not fit looking. So
Right.
it even works for those people who think they need to lose it, but don't look like they need to lose it.
Absolutely.
So Catherine, in closing today, do you have a typical patient, or do you invite people to call you to schedule? Do you have a free service that you talk to people to see if you're a good fit? Tell us a little bit about someone who's unfamiliar with medical massage therapy.
Okay. I'll send an intake form to new appointments for them to fill out before they come into my office. And I'll take anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes to talk with my clients, my new clients, about the intake form so that I can understand what they need better. Once that happens, I'll have this this whole treatment just planned in my head. I'll go over it briefly with them so that they understand exactly what I'm going to do so there are no surprises. And if they are comfortable with that, then we proceed into the treatment room. That provides comfort for the client as well as the planning process for me so that the treatment session will be a success with planning stages and everything as well.
Oh, thank you, Catherine. Uh, Sharing with our listeners, you don't have to be ill. You don't have to have just recently been in an accident. All of us have quirks and things that we could tweak up a little bit in order to live our best life, be at our optimal best physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And Catherine Carnell, certified medical massage therapist, can help you with all of this. She has the genes, the background, and the training to be just what you're looking for. Thank you for joining me today, Catherine.
Thank you.
And good luck to you and all of your clients.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me today again, and you have a wonderful day.
Great.